like Ngu Foncha. These are most francophones, hidden identity, working amongst us. When Foncha come for a house, then take it for inside orphanage, then no say come up for La Republic, perfect candidate, if papa na cripple. Then change his name. Best way them born from Chang. They hide the identity. Thank God your own sense past king are grown up for Foncha a food. As a young man, I be go for Foncha a house, I be the chop guava for a garden, and I know in and out of that house, and I know their inner secret them. Secret the people they don't know. So I feel tell now 100% sure Foncha was raised to take over Ambazonia and mislead us. His family knows about it.
My country people them, when I listen to this one, then we'll talk after.
So Cameroon government is not only identify the people the way they feel destroy Ambazonia, the people way they feel use them for misguide Ambazonia, the people way they feel use them for mislead Ambazonia. When I know sometimes they use even prisoner them. Their intelligent officer they go for prison, give small goodie them for prison, give them small privileges, buy them small chop. And when we want to take right decision, whether not for block election, they go take some prisoners, say call Capo Daniel. Take Capo Daniel, say me they no go too far. Call Capo Daniel, call Lucas Asu. Talk for that one, una talk for General Ivor. Make it no go for me, una no broke bridge. Hey, me una no key black leg. Hey, me una no arrest CPD and people. These are our own. They have all these tools in their hands. People that we can listen to. That's why they employ Diangote. Employ all those Ambazonians who work for them. It's very crucial. So they have not only identified people who can liberate us, but they have identified people who they can count on amongst us to make sure that things will not go to a particular direction. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the focus of my discussion with you today. And I get this very discussion with plenty of people. Most of them didn't get an arrangement with the Cameroon government during the time for Amadou Ahidjo. All the people you see we are fighting today, all the CPDM Central Committee members, the magistrates, all of those strong CPDM core members have entered into an accord with the Cameroon government, a secret arrangement with the Cameroon government. All those CPDM families, the Munas who betray Southern Cameroon, they have gotten into agreement with Cameroon government, secret agreement. They are there no matter what happened to bring us and make sure we stay in bondage. In return, their family will succeed. They'll live in a class system where they'll have access to job, access to loan, access to special privileges that only them can have. You also get special breed of people where they don't raise them amongst us. Like Ngu Foncha. These are most francophones, hidden identity, working amongst us. It might surprise you, but for you to have your freedom, for you to be watching me today, you are one of the most smartest people. I want to congratulate all those who have been loyal to me, who have been following me from the beginning of this struggle. When I say things that some people would not even imagine, but down the line 2 years they come to realize. Ngu Foncha, he was picked up by priest that was there to raise people and guide that nation, Ambazonia, to the direction that they want that country to be. When Foncha come for a house, then take it for inside orphanage, then no say come up for La Republic, perfect candidate, if papa na cripple. Then change his name. Best way them born from Chang. They hide the identity. Thank God your own sense past king are grown up for Foncha a food. As a young man, I be go for Foncha a house, I be the chop guava for a garden, and I know in and out of that house, and I know their inner secret them. Secret the people they don't know. So I feel tell now 100% sure Foncha was raised to take over Ambazonia and mislead us. His family knows about it. That's why he hide the identity, he wear country cap pass we, and you get a lot of Cameroonians from Babaju who have come into our territory, grow like us, go to the same school like us. Peter Esoka. There are many, I cannot even give you the names. There are so many. These are the Anglophones they count on. Now the same tactics where the British people do them for Australia.
So when I don't hear from your own mouth, now video we do them. He get his face for day, his name, and he talking with his own mouth. He talks everything. According to ye, say John Ngu Foncha be been a mole. He been a francophone. He change his name. He disguise. Where they be bringing apparently the French Cameroon francophones them. They be don't know since they disguise John Ngu Foncha since they maybe they small for orphanage in 1920s. Yes, they change the name so that make it can mislead the Anglophones them, take them, go join our French Cameroon. First of all, listen to this. I know say some of una, because let's be honest, the reason why Ngong Emmanuel Capo Daniel talk this now because he understand, say a vast segment of the Anglophone population, they be stupid, they be gullible, they be poorly educated, and they be the way they be, they go believe anything where person talk them, they don't go use their brain. Because any person will respect una intellect, and no go tell una this kind of stupidity. Because even if it be right, it means say the La République where they call them French Cameroon are the smartest people them, and we Anglophones are the stupidest people them for fall for that trick or that elaborate plan. If Ngong Emmanuel be right, Capo Daniel. But then again, we know say stupidity, because just listen to this. Make I just put certain facts. Make you examine the facts them. I'm not going to tell you what I be right or wrong. I want you for use your faculty, for use your brain, for arrive at a logical conclusion for yourself. Make I just tell you the truth, the facts. John Ngu Foncha, the born in for 1916. Of all the forefathers them, the founding fathers them for this modern day Cameroon, from Ndele, Estimuna, to Amadou Ahidjo and President Paul Biya, they're born in for 1916. Okay? John Ngu Foncha and Estimuna them, they elect them for the Eastern House of Assembly for Nigeria now for 1952. Where it means say the French Cameroon, at that time, remember, say Southern Cameroon's been a part of a trust territory known as the Cameroons under British administration. The British, they be take that territory, administer them alongside Nigeria. Now, why that way? When they be elect were parliamentarians, them Estimuna, John Ngu Foncha, and the rest, they be send them now to the Eastern House for Enugu for Nigeria. Even though for 1952, were people they elect John Ngu Foncha and Estimuna them send them for that Eastern House of Enugu, but it been a French Cameroon plan. Now French Cameroon they be manipulate the people that for Bamenda for vote John Ngu Foncha. That's just a fact, right? The fact that say the electee in the early 50s sent them to the Eastern House of Enugu, okay? They reached there by 1954 due to the oppression, domination, and marginalization from the Igbo people them in the Eastern House of Assembly. Therefore, they were the Estimuna them, Ndele and John Ngu Foncha them. They create their own political party, and then they decide now for leave the House of Enugu, come there for Boya, can create their own house. Of course, with the authorization and the permission of the British, because the British, they be been at the trustee, they be hold the trustee for that territory, and now they be dictate, okay, will not be sovereign. But then, even when the British, they be grant the Southern Cameroons their wishes for can create a semi-autonomous region for Boya, that was an elaborate plan. Now the French Cameroon planned that. Now the French Cameroon, they be custom. No forget say, at that time for 1952, where they elect Estimuna them, John Ngu Foncha them, send them for Eastern House of Assembly. Amadou Ahidjo be jobbing as some boy will be working for post office, somewhere like that. It not be even be elected member of parliament for Cameroon, for French Cameroon. It be a nobody. But they be get a plan for plant Estimuna and John Ngu Foncha them for can mislead. As a matter of fact, John Ngu Foncha, na francophone. They change the name. He papa na cripple. So make it can mislead we go join our French Cameroon. Now Amadou Ahidjo a plan, even though at that time it no be first even been a elected member for Cameroon, it no be been a nobody. Okay, now just a junior, somebody, a very young man. Amadou Ahidjo was okay. Now 1954, when our forefathers they come out from Eastern House of Enugu, now Amadou Ahidjo a plan, of course. Now French Cameroon a plan. Now, when they formed their KNDP, they started fight now for reunification with Cameroon. Of course, Namadu Ayejo a plan. What about Endele? Endele be one way for join Nigeria. Now we plan that. The British themselves, we know very well. The British, they talk a day in the archives. They be want we for remain as part of Nigeria. And from the very first day where they take that trusteeship agreement, they sign them, their intention will be now for attachment to Nigeria. They never get them no interest for grant that territory, any autonomy or independence. Was no interest. Even the fact for you reunite with French Cameroon, it was absolutely the worst idea with the British to be entertainer. But everything will be happen now francophone, now French, now Frenchman, now Madu Ayijo, now them do up, now Pobia. Of course, we forget Pobia. Now Pobia be do am. Of course, Anglophones will blame anybody for everything will happen for them except themselves. Of course, we blame everyone, right? Now Pobia, now Francophones, right? And then 11th of February 1961 at the plebiscite, where people they vote by a majority of 70% to 30% for join the Republic of Cameroon. Of course, that one too. Now Francophones, they cause them. Where people they been nobody actually vote. United Nations now. Madu Ayejo be bribe them, right? Maybe now Pobia bribe them. At that time, Pobia even been a user. But let's just blame Pobia, right? Now Francophone, Ngu Foncha, Francophone, Bundaman, yes, Baban Juman, right? So, my country people, them. See, now the level of stupidity this way, we don't entertain them as Anglophones. We don't expose ourselves. We don't really demonstrate how stupid and gullible and poorly educated the Anglophone community be. This is the reality. People were listening to this kind of charlatans, this kind of shit, no why blast them. Not just believing them. And I'm talking about, when I talk about people them, when I go think saying that the ambush, no white blast, where they carry guns for bush. No. I they talk about people them like they're educated. You get lawyers, teachers, barristers, post office, postmasters them. You get even members of parliament, they just so weird by them. They were listening to these rascals, non-entities, shit, no white blast idiots. And they were believing them. This is how we found ourselves where we are today with Ambazonian terrorism.
When this struggle be start, wait till be the information from the leadership where we as activists them will be carrying. Number one thing is start now with Ayoktabi. Ayoktabi be talks away. We get 6 countries the way they be ready for recognize our independence when it will declare them. How many of those countries that recognize the declaration made by Ayoktabi? 0. How many of the countries that open their mouth for talk semi-Cameroon government release it since then kidnapping for Nigeria? 0. More importantly for your consideration, wait to be happen when they be talk semi will boycott school. It be after 1 year we start for the campaign against general school boycott. What was the promise of Skakov to our people? That we will not go to school. UNESCO is going to cancel education resort in Cameroon. There will be no GCE. There will be no recognition of any certificate in Cameroon if we continue to boycott school. Some people believe it. I knew it was propaganda. I wrote letters to Tassang Wilfred. But yet, it was, let's say, propaganda for war. They needed that school boycott. We boycotted that school. Our children who did not write GCE, common entrance, and all those exams. Did any UNESCO come and cancel or refuse to recognize exams in Cameroon? No, they didn't. It was a lie. A false propaganda, because I am a master of propaganda, but it is what it is, because this struggle is collective. Everybody have a voice, so people can say stupid things. As stupid as we can follow without asking questions or holding them to account. That is how our people are going to suffer. So for all the children who wrote this, who did not write their GCE, all the children who did not write common entrance, imagine some of our people in the diaspora. Look at this girl, Cecilia Amabo. I am actually a girlfriend. How she punished her own family. Asked the kidnapping of their own brother, daughter, because he has is one of his sons in the Cameroon army. So there are people who stop paying school fees even for their own family members
because they thought it was the right thing to do. But after you do something for a long time and you see that the result doesn't come, you change it. The lies that if we don't go to school, if we don't write GCE, they are going to they will not recognize result in Cameroon was a lie. And our people, what am I saying? Those who are saying that our people should boycott or there should be a lockdown for elections are helping only Poor Bia and Antaranji Poor, because they have the armored car, and those die-hard CPTM people are motivated by money. They are going to vote regardless. And in Cameroon constitution, there is no benchmark. That means you don't need to have a certain percentage of registered voter to make the vote count. If you have only 10 people who vote, their vote will count for their election. So Poor Bia is going to have 100% election as effective as the lockdown will go. That's why groups like Ayabacho's, their announcements are in line with Paul Atanganji. It just helps only them. What would you expect from a group whose leader is a criminal? He's been charged in prison for crimes against our own people. The individual they executed in Gozang, innocent individuals, people who were actually helping the struggle.
I mean, I know say some when I go talk say maybe na propaganda, maybe it be misinformed, whatever excuse you want for Giam for ye. The reality na say those lies have victims. Those lies have consequences. That level of stupidity, and if when I talk to them, just do propaganda, it means say they knew what they were doing. They just came out and blatantly lied to people. Those lies have victims, have consequences. People have been beheaded on the street because of these lies. Who do one for we? Now so too, in the next 20 years, you go here. People, they go come out Anglophones. Can't tell when I say, oh, Ayabacho and Capo Daniel, they be actually been a Poor Bia. It be planted them inside their revolution for destroy the revolution. Of course, we not go hear them. As a matter of fact, they already say it. They already talk them today. Say Ayabacho, Chris Anu, Sako Ekome, they were planted in the ambazonian revolution for destroy their revolution. The majority of we Anglophones, them at our very core, this is who we are. A people that are very bad belly, very disingenuous. And now why that way, even when the Anglophones, they don't come together, they say they want for liberate Anglophones. Them. The very small, tiny, minute power where they accumulate them to themselves. They carry guns, and what do they do? They go set up roadblocks, extort people them. Come for person in the house with gun, kidnap you for ransoms. They burn down schools, hospitals, they dig up roads. Every man where they decide, now black leg, they kill them. That is what Anglophones have done to Anglophones. And you will never take that away. No matter the lies where we go talk them, this is the truth and this is the reality. At our very core, we are wicked to ourselves. We have to reckon with that fact. Because when we reckon with that reality, then we will know how to proceed. We will know how to prevent the same mistakes of the past, and we could build a better future. That's just it.
They promise freedom, bring us chains, but now we rise to break that pain. We say no more to blood and hate. We choose the path to a peaceful state. My country people talk I'm true. Say peace go start with me and you. Cries from the grass fields, Our mothers born pikin for bush. No hospital, no midwife touch. Kidnap and ransom don't turn to law. Even church no safe, them break God's door. Our future they lost for gun and fear. Young boys forced to kill their peers. Amba say na freedom fight, but now we they suffer day and night. Let the drums of peace be loud. Let our mothers dance, make our fathers proud. From Banenda to Bua town, we go wear our green, red, yellow crown.